wisdom, student enrollment. That's what the class of God students enrolling. Supreme wisdom, I study it hard. The study of myself is the study of God. Supreme wisdom, write your letter, get your X. Supreme wisdom, that's what you'll be getting next. Supreme wisdom, some call it the lessons, but I call it life, actual facts, no guessing.
So, my question is, like Sister Deborah said, she's right on it. She's right on where I was trying to go. How did the children of Israel go from this? This is a picture of some children in northern Africa, Egypt, to this.
Right.
So now people go around saying these are the chosen people of God. These are the children that have the covenant relationship with God. These children are the seed of Abraham. And therefore, their destiny is to live in the land that is promised to them by God, the promised land, right?
Yeah.
These people, what makes Abraham's seed so special? Sister Angela? Do you know what makes Abraham? Why everybody trying to be Abraham's seed? What's so good about this man?
Because
We didn't go over this in class yet, so if you don't know, it's fine.
You say what made Abraham seed so special?
Sister Angela?
Well, Abraham, they call him Father Abraham.
That's
right.
And his sons,
Say
and
that.
his sons, they called that was a church.
Okay, you can sing your
I
songs. Sing your songs, please do.
Abraham
Please
is
do.
the father of the three monotheistic religions.
Right.
Okay, he's the root of those religions, so-called Judaism,
But why him?
Islam.
What did he do so special that
He
made
was a friend of God.
Hmm.
Okay, and he had a covenant with God.
Hold up. Brother Malik, what's that covenant relationship that Abraham with God?
that God will make him the father of nation. Because Abraham is the founder of the monotheistic concept in religion.
And it was a certain covenant, you know, in a relationship that he had with God that it fell onto his children
Yeah.
or the seed,
Yeah.
his descendants.
Yeah.
What was that covenant? What was that promise? What did God say was going to happen to his children?
His children,
His seed.
it was going to be the ruler of nation. Yeah.
Okay. That too. You want to say something?
Well, Abraham, it says that know of a surety, Abraham, that your seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not your own. Also, he would have, you know, that his seed or his progeny would be like the sands of the ocean. They would be uncountable. So he was going to have many, many children, but his children are going to be in a land that's not their own. They will be ruled for 400 years. Okay, but they would come out with a great substance when that time, that 400-year period was over. And then they would be, you know, as Brother Malik said.
That's right. So in here, that's why I asked this question. How did the children of Israel go from looking like this, which I assume because, again, like I said, phenotypically, Moses was living in the house of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh didn't know that he was an Israelite.
They look like Ethiopian.
They do look like Ethiopians, but they're all the same genotype.
So the question that I asked is because that deals with what Sister Deb was talking about. So going back, all the way back to the beginning where we started this class. Jacob and Esau, right?
Yeah.
This is the conversation that God was having with Rebecca, who is Isaac's wife, right? And Isaac, who is Isaac the son of? Abraham. So we have Abraham. And even in that, last part of his name is Ham. Not going to even get into that. Because I don't even know enough about the Bible to be breaking
His
down stuff.
name was Abram, and it was changed to Abraham. And his sons were Isaac.
Let's just stick with the two. But you had Isaac and Ishmael. Ishmael. But we were sticking on the progeny. Well, we started off with Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau are the son of Isaac. Esau and Jacob. Right?
Yeah.
And so their mother was Rachel. This is a conversation that God is having. It says, and the Lord said unto her, you're talking about Rachel, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Right? So what it's saying is that these 2 people came from the same womb. They have similar origins, but at some point, they're going to be considered different people.
Yeah.
Right? Here we are. This is what we deal with. And then we said later down the line, we said that Jacob's name was changed. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Now, let me see. Because at this point, I ran out of time and I kind of just had a whole bunch of references. And I'm just going to see which one makes sense. Okay, but going back to the two in the womb of the older shall serve the younger. And here, this is where Jacob tricks Esau into selling him his birthright. And the birthright that is on Esau is because that he's the firstborn out of the 2, that all of the father's property and everything that belonged to him would fall onto Esau. But Esau, after he went on hunting, he came back and he was hungry. Jacob was cooking some red lentils, and he came in, he was like, I'm hungry, give me some food. And Jacob hits Esau with, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do me? He said, I'm hungry. This birthright can't feed me because, my father's still living, so I can't even collect on that birthright right now. I'm hungry. And it says, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Now, later, this is where Esau comes back in later, because this is after Isaac, who's his father, was on his deathbed, right? He was getting ready to die. So this comes to the part where that birthright starts to kick in. Now, this is later down the line. This is not like the next day. But before Isaac dies, he tells Esau, go get me some meat. And that's when Esau was like, sure, I'm going to go get you meat because I know you like it. And, Rebecca hears this conversation, and she favored Jacob. So she told Jacob, you need to go ahead and make some meat. And we're going to try to trick your father into believing that you, Jacob, are Esau. Okay? So when it goes down, this is when Isaac confers the birthright that really in truth belongs to Esau, but he gives it to Jacob unknowingly because Jacob was able to hide in the skin of his brother. So going back to when we studied this, right? How was he able to hide his skin? When you have big B and little b, this is the genotype. So inside of your genes, you carry the genetic makeup for a black person and a brown person. But as long as that black is present on that same trait, the one that's dominant will always rule the one that's recessive. And so Jacob, who was the weaker of the 2 brothers, he said that the younger one was going to be the weak one, and the older was going to be the strong one. But the younger one, who was the weak one, was able to hide in the skin. This is the genotype, but this person's phenotype, what you see on the outside, is still black. So Jacob was able to hide in the skin of his brother, and so much so that he was able to even get close to the father, and the father still wasn't able to tell. At first, the father had apprehension because when he heard him talk, he was like, wait, you don't sound like Esau. What's coming out your mouth is not what would usually come out the mouth of Esau. But he said, come closer and let me kiss you on the cheek. He was a blind man, but he was able to smell him and feel him and say, well, that's enough to make me believe that you're Esau. But at first I had my apprehension because what you were saying did not sound like Esau. So now he's given them, wait, I'm skipping them. But now this is what Isaac says unto Jacob when he's giving him the birthright. He said, let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, and as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. So this says that after he got the blessing, after he fooled his father and tricked him into giving him what didn't belong to him, he was like, time for me to go. I got to get out of here real fast. So before his brother came back, he hurried up and left. Right?
Yeah.
So after he tricked him, he left. Now, Esau came back and he said to his father, after he learned that his father had already bestowed the blessing on his brother, he said, this is Esau talking. He said, thy brother, oh no, this is what Isaac said. He said, thy brother came with subtlety. Subtlety. What is subtlety? When you're being subtle, what are you being?
You being tricked.
You're being kind of tricky, right?
Yeah.
You being cracked. You're basically trying to sneak. You're trying to be undetected when you're being subtle, right?
Yeah.
Subtlety. He came with subtlety. And have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, for he hath supplanted me 2 times. He said, first he took away my birthright, and he said, behold, now he has taken away my blessing. And he said, hath not thou reserved a blessing for me? So he was tricked twice by him, interestingly enough. But he supplanted him, right? Look, that was supplanted me. Okay? All right. Now, this is where Jacob becomes Israel. What did the minister say Israel means? What was that, Jacob? Israel. Israel.
He said
No, Israel. I believe minister said Israel means the supplanter.
He said it's supplanter.
Yeah.
I know Jacob means supplanter.
Okay, Jacob means supplanter. Jacob is Israel. But the thing about it is that both names, even though his name he had not done it yet. Yeah. I believe. Like I said, I'm not a.
In Hebrew, the name Israel is may God prevail.
Okay, may God prevail, but Jacob means supplanter. So he started off, his original name let you know what he was about for real, which was Jacob, which means supplanted. And what did Jacob grow up and do? He grew up in supplanting. But it was after he wrestled with God that he got the name Israel. So after coming face to face with God and surviving, he was, since he made it through that, he made it through that ordeal, his name became Israel. Okay? But after that, also what happened? He walked away with a limp. So after that,
Because
he threw his hip out. So after that, all the moves that he made were a little shifty, were a little wobbly. He had a limp in his walk.
Supreme wisdom, some call it the lessons, but I call it life, actual facts, no guessing.